12 reps at a tempo is a lot. Guys, welcome back to the garage. Got some tempo front squats on the menu. You probably just watched me try and do my set of 12. It was awful. I got 4 more sets of that. No, 5 more sets of that to do. The weight's gonna go up, the reps are gonna go down. And then we're gonna talk a little bit about core strength and stability and one exercise that you should be doing multiple times a week and all the modifications, all the progressions that you need in order to get there. So while I do that, why don't you get comfy and watch the intro. Later. That was good. I had 6 sets of squats to do, 1 set of 12, 2 sets of 5, 3 sets of 2, increasing in weight from 65, 75 to 85%, and all at a tempo. My gym is currently on a strength cycle, so that means I'm currently on a strength cycle, trying to get my front squat and my power clean and my squat clean up so I can define myself as strong finally. While doing these squats though, I was thinking, I'm not gonna fail any of these lifts because my legs aren't strong enough. I kept feeling like my chest was dropping forward. You might not know what I mean, so here, let me show you. So say I'm in my front squat, right? I'm in the bottom of my front squat right here. And when I start to stand up, my butt shoots up first, and then I feel like I gotta pull myself up like this. I can't be the only one that has this issue, but when I go to stand up from my front squat, instead of being able to drive my elbows up, right, I feel them being pushed down by the bar, by the weight that's on my shoulders. So a lot of people when they front squat, right, you hear the cue, chest up, elbows up, elbows up. So what are we really trying to do there? What we're trying to do is keep our hips and our shoulders rising together. What tends to happen is what I've so eloquently named the stripper lift, right? So I'll be doing my front squat and you'll see that the hips rise first. The hips go up, the shoulders stay where they are, you kind of pivot around them, and then your shoulders catch up later, right? In a front squat, you don't want that to happen, kind of like the start of a deadlift. You want your hips and your shoulders to rise together. That's why coaches give the cue, chest up, lead with your elbows, elbows up, because they're trying to get that upward trajectory to happen without being too complex. What's really happening is your thoracic spine, which is the part of your spine that's in between your shoulder blades, is curving, right? So you're extending it. You're getting thoracic extension. If we say elbows up, most people naturally stick their chest in the air. Has a good face. So that's where the cue came from. But some people can't do it, and you might be wondering why. Most people lack their strength in the core. And so today I want to talk about a very basic but a very effective core stabilizing and strengthening move and all of its possible progressions, right? It is everybody's favorite, the hollow hold. I know, you want to turn off the video because the hollow hold is boring and you do those in class and it's not gonna work for you and you can't do this, you can't. No, because of today's society, most people are lacking strength in their core. So I'm gonna start at the very beginning, the most basic version of a hollow hold, and just learning how to control your pelvis and your spine. What you wanna do is lay down like you're about to do a sit-up. Bring your feet close to your butt, feet flat on the floor, and reach your hand under the small of your back. Now, if you feel that space, I want you to press down into your hand. what's happening here is you're activating the full belt of your core muscles, not just the 6 muscles you see in Men's Health magazine, but the full belt is activated to stabilize your spine and push it down to the floor. You want to try and crush your hand with your back. If you can do this and you feel like you're emitting quite a bit of force, I want you to take your hand out from under your back. The next thing you're gonna do is you're gonna bring your knees up, right, at a 90-degree angle, like old school crunches, like you used to do, 8-minute abs and stuff. Once your knees are up, again, activate that same motion where you're pressing your low back into the floor. Boom, hold. You're now doing a modified version of the hollow hold. So you started with a lumbar press into the floor. Now you have a lumbar press without foot support. The next step is to get your shoulder blades off of the ground. This is where people start to compromise that lumbar spine, that low back being pressed into the floor. You're gonna reach up to the ceiling like a zombie. Head still on the floor, and then try to lift yourself without leading with your head and lift towards the ceiling. The only thing on the ground right now should be your low back and your tailbone. This should be pretty difficult. This should be a pretty good hold. For most people, if we're using the correct muscles, this is very, very difficult. If you feel any tension in your neck or your shoulders right here, you're probably not contracting the correct muscles. You're compensating with other muscles in order to pull yourself up off the floor. So think about concentrating on your stomach. What is it doing? Finally, we're gonna start extending our legs further away from our midline, one at a time. So taking one leg, you're gonna reach towards the wall in front of you, and then you can reach the other one out. And again, making sure that that low back is what's staying in contact with the floor. If you feel it come off the floor, take a step back. This is what's going to build core strength and stability. You do this 3, 4, 5 times a week. Hold for, 20 seconds, 5 times. You've just done almost 2 minutes of contracting that group of muscles. Tell me that's not gonna get stronger in like a month. That's ridiculous. You're gonna accumulate like 20 minutes of holding a hollow hold in a month. Like, that's so much time. The final version of a hollow hold is what you would see gymnasts do when they're hanging from the bar. And it also carries over to everything in CrossFit, like the muscle up. You've got the kip swing, which transfers into pull-ups, toes to bar, ring muscle ups, bar muscle ups, chest to bar pull-ups, everything. The kip is literally the base for most movements that we do when we're looking for efficiency in CrossFit. Guys, that is a quick tutorial on the progressions of a hollow hold. I hope you learned something. Please, go through each one, see where you get stuck. It's super valuable and super important that you work on your core, especially if you're doing any kind of lifting, any kind. And don't forget, before you go, hit that thumbs up, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. It really does help my channel. YouTube will show it to more people if more people like it. And make sure you hit that notification bell for when I post my next video, because I don't think you want to miss out. Later. Now, rockin' with Will I Am and I've got like 30 minutes of footage for a 5-minute video. No, I've got almost an hour worth of footage to make a 5-minute video.